What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hot Book Alert Live, where we bring you the latest and the greatest in comic books and comic book sales. I'm your main man, Mercenite, coming at you on the whatevers.
Comic
And-
book sales.
oh, I, can you hear me?
Yeah, man. Were you
Okay.
were you like feedback in there for a second?
Yeah, I was feedbacking, but where was I? Okay,
You're on the
introduction.
ones and the twos. I'm on the
Yes.
threes and the fours. John's on the five and the sixes.
And joining me once again is Mr. Longshort.
What's up, man? Thank you. Happy to be here. Best way to end the week with the show. So pumped to talk about some hot books. And we have Cry for Dawn number 2 on the thumbnail. It doesn't get any hotter than that.
That's for sure. And joining me is Heroes Reborn. How you doing?
Good, man. What's going on?
What's up? So you're fresh off of New York Comic Con. Was it successful for you?
It was a really, really great show for me. Better than it's been in, I would say, in the last 6 or 7 years.
Wow.
It was very exciting. A lot of people, nonstop. A lot of interaction. But you can tell the buyers are a little more focused on what they really want instead of just randomly buying shit.
Nothing
Okay.
wrong with that. No, nothing wrong with that.
So what
No,
were the people buying off of you?
off of me, specifically Golden Age, EC stuff. I had acquired. I think I spoke to you guys about this before the show. I acquired a rather large lot of EC graded books, and I made that setup big for New York Comic Con. That was pretty much my wall for the entire show, and that was probably the best thing going for me, meaning I sold lots of early Golden Age and Silver Age stuff. I did have a new cover drop, which was a New York City Comic Con drop of a book called Cold Slither through Dynamite
Yeah.
that dropped at my booth. That had a separate audience to the side. It had nothing to do with that wasn't money for me. That was my buddy Jeff, who works for Dynamite. He had his own thing going with that, but it was interesting to see that happen too up close. So
The Silver Age. What were they buying Silver Age wise?
Silver Age of lots of key books. No one was really looking for runs. Like at smaller shows, I get guys who are looking to fill runs. The big show like this, guys had an agenda. They had a target. So they said, I was specifically looking for like first Ra's al Ghul. Like I had certain books. I went crazy for the last 2 months just buying key books from gold and silver and bronze, and it paid off because exactly what I brought is exactly what people said. This was on my list of I have to get this book, and I didn't care about anything else. I had a guy who came to me strictly for Batman keys, and I happen to have three. I had a first Poison Ivy, I had a first Ra's al Ghul, and then I had a Neil Adams the first what was that, Bronze Age Joker, with the card on the cover.
Yeah, 251.
And so those sold like the first day, and then the EC stuff was consistent for all 4 days, because even the guys who bought like a couple of issues, they would come back because they had 4-day passes. They would come back every day and check in to see what I had left. And then you could see that the more expensive ones, they were probably trying to shop around the showroom floor to see if they can find the exact same issue cheaper. Only thing is, the grades on the really tough ones were respectably, high. Meaning they were like 6.0s. So it was like those guys, they were big players, so they would eventually came back to me because I had a very reasonable price on everything. So I did very well with that stuff. Yeah.
That's awesome to hear. Our friend Phil, Vintage Comics, he just posted something on IG from Baltimore, and he said that he had his best year ever down in Baltimore. So It looks like that the hobby is healthy.
Yeah.
So that's good to hear, man. That's really good to hear.
Yeah, I can tell you, I spoke to, I mean, dozens of dealers and uh, throughout the course of the show, and even certain guys in Baltimore, because I was supposed to go to Baltimore, but then I had to stay here because I have a contractor working on my house. But everybody's saying that everything is clicking right now, like meaning not, and really, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm so much happier to hear that people are looking to buy older key stuff. Like it's not all about how many exclusives are at a show that are brand new.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a target audience for that, obviously, because when the show does open, you'll hear literally the footsteps running to wherever booth is doing a drop of a new book that's exclusive to the show. That's fine. But those guys I will never see at my table because they're not looking for EC or Bronze Age. They're there so they can get that Peach Momoko or Todd McFarlane exclusive or whoever is big at the show, Frizen. Um, like I said, it's two different target audiences.
Yeah, man,
And
but that's fine, man. Like for the hobby to be healthy, all that stuff's got to be clicking. You know what I mean? The
Yep.
vintage, right? The exclusives, like for a healthy hobby, like it's all got to be firing on all cylinders. So to each
Right.
their own. Whatever gets you pumped up, go for it. You know what I mean?
Yep, I agree.
Nice. I know there's like a couple more things that I wanted to ask about it, but if it pops up, then I will throughout the show. All right. So, Mr. Long Short, how was your week?
How was my week, man? It was all right, man. It was all right. Nothing crazy in term. Well, I did have a couple crazy pickups, but stay tuned for IG for that. And there's a long story about one of these pickups, and it's so. Well, let's just start this way. There was a book that I want. I'm not going to say what it is that I wanted to buy, and the dude originally had it listed for $750, and I was trying to get it for $500, and he wouldn't do it. Then the dude, months later, had it listed for $350, but wouldn't ship to the U.S. When I asked him, he's like, "Fine, I'll ship to the U.S. Let me change it." Upped it to $750. I'm like, "Fuck you, man." Sniped it last night for $240 from the same guy, and he hits me up in the chat saying, "Oh, I know you wanted this. You finally got it." I don't know what this guy's doing, but anyways, it's a one of one. This book. And I don't mean like numbered, like there's one of one on the census for this particular book. So stay tuned. You'll be seeing that on my IG. I hope if the dude fucking ships. Honestly, I'd say there's like a 25% chance he actually ships it. But it's been like I bought it. It's accepted. He hit me up saying, "Congratulations. I know you've been wanting this. You got it for a great price," sort of email or message.
Yeah.
So we'll see on that one. We'll see on that one. But just stay tuned. It's kind of a. I don't want to give away too much, but just stay tuned. I would imagine, hopefully, it's traveling internationally, so it could be a little while. So.
Okay, so when it comes to the international orders, I've seen like you've seen the little header over the
with like the tariff shit or whatever, like you got to pay something at like
yeah. Was that the case?
I haven't seen anything yet. Like I don't know, but I think some of that shit's been walked back a little bit. But there was a window where that was going on for sure. We'll see. We'll see what happens with this. I mean, the book is not an international book itself, but
yeah,
the dude who had it was not in the U.S.
Okay. All right. What the hell did I do? I didn't do anything this week. I take that back. Okay, so I went to a store that was like closing. It's in the process of closing, and 60% off on everything.
Nice.
But I didn't find anything.
Not a damn thing in the whole store.
I didn't see it. I'll tell you what, there was a book there that I kind of wanted, but it would have been like $20, but that's still too much. I want it for even less. What's up? We got a full house.
Dina, what's up? The CEO is in the house.
That's me. What's up, man?
Hell yeah. So yeah, Dino was showing me his new setup,
No, boys.
his new okay, so do you have okay, so he was showing me he got like these racks for his
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah.
And okay, now have you figured out the setup yet?
I mean, I would just put them up there to make sure like to work. So they're like the same. So they're like the regular like closet mates you usually see, right?
Yeah.
And so the problem with the closet mates are like the bottoms are only like I guess like that thin on the bottom. Like so like raws are okay, like because obviously they're thin. It's like when you put like slabs on, you got to be like really delicate with it because they'll just fall off. You know, what I'm saying? I mean, you can have ropes up there and stuff to hang them, but so what I did is I bought let's see if I can hold on. Let me go grab them. I'll show you. It's easier if I show you. So I do this.
It's so funny because he was showing me the pictures last night, and then like it was like a Facebook post. He's like, "Oh, should I get him?"
Still in the other room.
And then
Nope.
and then that morning he's like,
So I only can
"Show
fit
me what he
4
got."
footers. Hopefully I don't wreck this. Okay. So I only can put 4 footers in my car because I only have an Escape. You know, I don't have like a truck or something. So like these are like, you know, like the bottoms are like really thin, right?
Yeah.
So like when you put like a slab on, like you got to be like dead nuts with it, or like it can fall off, right? So
You had to put a bungee cord. You got to bungee it.
yeah, you got to bungee
the-
it because if
to
it
the
goes
rack.
like this, they fall off, you know, stuff like that. So anyways, so I bought these today. So they're like they're like extra, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you got extra room.
So I got extra room now, and they're like $40 for 10 of them. So like, you know, a closet mate's what $20 at Home Depot probably.
Yeah.
So
Damn, man, you've been busy, man.
I don't even know where they picked these up from. It must have been like, oh, they got them from Meyer or something.
He got because I noticed like the price tags on them.
Yeah, there's like price tags on the bottom. of them.
Yeah, it looked like they from like a grocery store. Or
But
something.
it's kind of nice though because they have like a little. I guess they don't have a kick. I thought they'd have a kick, but whatever. I mean, I can always rip them off or whatever. Who cares? But yeah. So I went with that because they are a little heavier than the closet mates, which is kind of nice and make it more heavy duty and harder to like push your wall over theoretically if someone bumped it. But we'll see how it goes. And then the other problem too is like the other ones are like this way, like long. So it's like you got to be perfect, and then you're like, oh, I got to put slabs there. So you just got to like and I don't have to worry about that. I
would-
put whatever books I want to put up.
I would see about like maybe kind of turning the tips of those up so they don't kind of so the like the book doesn't like slide off.
I mean the other way. So
Yeah,
this
like
way?
if you can try to bend like the end of
Oh.
that up, bend it up
I
a little
see.
bit if you
So, like-
can, if it's
So, like,
possible.
bend this way. Or this way,
Upwards.
sorry. Yeah, upwards like this, upwards.
Yeah, try to bend it upwards
So
if
the
you
funny
can.
thing- the funny thing is like it does have a little upward. So like if you do it like this,
Yeah.
so like this is how it would lay theoretically like this.
Okay.
So it has a little
Yeah.
upwards on it.
All
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Okay.
Yeah. I know. I was worried about that too because like those they don't. I gotta think about it. The ropes would be tough, but I mean I can make it work. I'll make it work. You know me, I'll always make it work. I'll figure something out. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, so
All
that's what I do, dude. I bought those. I'm like, easy. They're not. I mean, they're heavier than the other ones, but they're smaller. That's the other thing. So just things I'm thinking about, man. So,
Heck yeah.
I missed out on a god dang eBay auction today too.
it must be going in the air because I missed out on something today and I'm like
it was something for my
heartbroken.
wife though. It was like it's like a Patagonia bag she wanted, and it was like a weird auction. It was like 110 or something, and then she walked out of the house and I was like, oh, and it didn't notice me like, oh, you have 5 minutes. You know, eBay's like you have 5 minutes on a watch sign on it. Totally gave me 15 minutes and never told me again. So it only sold for like $20. See, that's the sad part about it.
I know, right?
But whatever. It is what it is.
All right,
I'll
let's
find it.
get into some sales here. Oh, okay. Speaking of, okay, so we talked about this last week. So we have now I didn't realize the original art for Batman 423, the cover was in this. Was
Yeah,
in this
man.
auction.
There's a lot of talk about this one. I got thoughts on it. But we'll wait.
Okay, so first let's look at this. Okay, so my favorite cover, probably of all time. Ghost Rider or Golden Age Ghost Rider number 5.
I told you to
love
bid
this.
on it, man. Told you to bid on it.
So this sold for, now I thought this would probably, just because it's Frazetta,
Mhm.
it was going to sell for like maybe 800,000. That's what I was thinking.
This was a steal. For me, relative to the Batman, this is a joke what this went for.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this thing sold for $437,500.
I mean, it's not a bad sale, but like, oh man, this is such a classic. Covered by Frazetta. I mean, for Frazetta's stuff goes for crazy because he has collectors out in the art community outside of comics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Would you call it normie appeal?
I don't know if it's normie. I think there's a hardcore art collectors that collect Frazetta.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't know if they're normies, but there's just like big time art collectors that buy his stuff. And this is such.
God dang. This looks. Oh my God. Look at the clear pictures on this. This looks so freaking beautiful.
Yeah, I thought this thing would go for close to $1 million.
Yeah, same here. I'm just like, yeah. I can't believe it. Wow.
I DM'd somebody about I asked them if they bought it. We'll see. That or the Batman.
Oh.
We'll see.
Yeah, I would have. Man, look at that. This thing is beautiful. So this went for a little under $500,000. A little under a half.
With the buyer's premium, right?
With the buyer's premium.
Yeah.
Jeez. Look at that. Beautiful. And look at this. Batman. The cover for Batman. I don't know. It feels like this should have went. Okay. It feels like there wasn't enough fanfare around this.
I think
this thing went for too much.
You think
And
so?
here-
I'm on the undervalued train.
You're undervalued. I think this went for too much. Okay. So last year,
Mhm.
ASM 601, which is arguably Campbell's most famous cover.
Mhm.
Do you remember what it went for?
The 500,000?
Like 180.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
100 and like I think it was less than 200 when it was all said and done. I love McFarlane.
Mm-hmm.
He admits that he mailed this thing in. He drew a lot of cape so he could just get it done. For me, I feel I'm probably the minority for sure, but I think this was overpaid for it. But
I just think with all the homages to this and all the, fifth print? Is it fifth print? Whatever it is. I mean, I thought it was undervalued. I mean, I thought it'd be close to like maybe $1 million, I guess.
But I mean, is it that much? So in terms of Campbell's work, is it that much bigger than Campbell's ASM 601? Is it 5x or 4x, whatever the hell fuck the difference was?
I'd say McFarlane is more relevant in the hobby than J. Scott Campbell. I'm not saying his talent is better than J. Scott, but McFarlane as what he is in the comic industry.
I would say in the moment, Campbell is bigger than McFarlane right now. McFarlane was doing, but look at the shit Campbell's still moving. The volume of shit that he's moving.
I would say there's Campbell collectors, but I mean, there's always McFarlane. When we went to that show, Carter, there was like people asking me for McFarlane covers too. I mean, there's not really that. I'm gonna say there was nobody really asking me for Campbell covers theoretically, but I mean, I just think it's like icon versus. I wouldn't say another icon. I'd say icon versus, I don't know, veteran. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They're neck and neck. I mean, listen, McFarlane. Listen, I got nothing but love for the guy, so please don't like misconstrue this. Like he's a legend in the hobby, but Campbell moves more comics than anybody today.
No, I'm not saying he doesn't.
I think it's because he's more busy with doing that. I don't think McFarlane is concerned about doing a cover anymore for anybody. He's running, he's the guy, J. Scott is just he's an exclusive or a variant cover guy, so that's his premise.
Maybe I mean McFarlane still drops things now and then, and they hit, But
I mean, this is
like I said, I'm not taking anything away from it, but the fact that this thing went for what almost 800, and that Campbell went for like 180 or whatever it went for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like Will says, there's only
For the
one
money, which one would you take?
I'm taking Batman McFarlane.
So you're
I'm
going to
taking
drop
Batman.
800 versus 180.
Yep.
Fuck no, man. I would
I
take
think,
the
it has
Campbell.
I think it has I think it has longevity. I think, like you said, there's only one Batman McFarlane cover, and I gotta say, for being the one and only McFarlane Batman cover, it's kind of like iconic theoretically, right?
It's the only detective. He did other Batmans.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying, but still.
I can tell you something real quick. If I had that Batman in a 9.8 CGC on my wall next to the Campbell, what was it, 601 9.8?
Yeah. Yep.
Even though the price is way different, I would sell that Batman 100 times faster, and not because it diminishes. Like I said, Campbell to me is a much more talented artist, obviously, but the Batman would sell any given day at a show 100 times faster than the J. Scott Campbell one.
No,
But is
no,
that true? I don't know the answer to that, but if we were to look up, and we could look it up on like Cover Price, the volume of sales between the two of them, because there's a lot of reprints of that McFarlane, right? There's at least 3 reprints of it.
Yeah,
Right.
3, you think?
Yeah. Like, I mean, that Campbell 601 sells like fucking crazy. I see it all over their site. They both do. Like, I'm not saying like I think they sell kind of neck and neck.
I do think that your Campbell is undervalued though at 180,000 for sure. I just think the buyers.
That's why I buy that one in a second at 180 versus 800 for the McFarlane. I'm not saying one's better than the other, but at 180, it seems like you're going to do a hell of a lot better on that thing than.
Well, probably, but I'm just saying. I think buyers weren't in the room, but I hate to say it. I think in 20 years, you know what I'm saying, or you know, whenever you try to load in, say 10 or 20 years, I'm taking McFarlane over Campbell.
It's so tough, man. I put them neck and neck.
I
put them neck and neck. Like it's not like I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm not Joe, like who loves Campbell, but like they are so neck and neck to me.
Just leave 601 in there and see what he has like that.
Let's see.
Nothing.
I
do it like this one.
TLC Comics #1. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Hey, what's up? Thank you.
So it went on November. Hold on.
It was 2024, right? Like late 2024.
Yeah, I put it in the private chat for you. Dog.
Okay.
So it's sold on November 22nd.
Real quick. Remember, Mercer, I was telling you that more people, more than ever now, ask where you are when they see me.
Yeah.
At New York City Comic Con, I told you at least 4 or 5 people on day one asked me, "Where's Mercenade?" or "When is he coming?" And then today, TLC, I ran into TLC at Royal Collectibles, which is my LCS, and we talked about you like for at least a good solid 10 minutes because we all followed your show for years before it is what it is now. And it's really super interesting to hear people immediately bring you up in anything, so
that means I got to show up at NYCC.
You got to come to a con in New York. Yeah,
damn it. All right.
Are there I know New York Comic Con's the con, right? Is there like smaller cons that are, I wouldn't say just as good because New York Comic Con's the greatest, but
what's that show in New York that's legendary? John, you've mentioned it before. Everybody talks about it as being like a great con for people who like to collect comics. Like, is it in like Long Island or fuck? I've heard about it from so many people. They rave about it, but it's a smaller show, but it's all about comics. You've mentioned
in New York.
Either New York, New Jersey, like it's right, like
New Jersey is King Con,
Con, yes,
right,
that's the one. Yes,
that's another perfect show for anybody to come to. It is a super hardcore comic show. There are no T-shirts being sold there, or ninja swords, or pops. No pops.
No fudge.
No, he strictly loads the show with nothing but comic dealers, and they're all well-known dealers from everywhere that come in. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger every year. I think now this year coming up will be the 7th year, and every year it's better than the year previous.
Is it at Tropicana Casino?
No,
right? Oh, no. I was like, this is $165. It says King Con. I'm like,
And I see. I'm sorry, real quick. Leaguer said Big Apple Con. Big Apple Con has been a con. It's really great. But it's a 1 day show, and it's right across the street from Madison Square Garden in New York City.
That's
So it's
Carbano's show.
yeah, Mike Carbonero. Yeah, and
Carbonaro. Yeah.
it's been legendary back in the days. Now it's just like I said, it's a 1 day show. So it's not like you're gonna find people really flying in to do Big Apple. You know, if it was a 2 day show, maybe. But who's gonna come flying into New York for a 6 hour show? You know, so
I
Right,
met
so-
Carbo at Baltimore. He's legendary.
So real quick, can you go back to that 601
Yeah.
card? You still have it there?
Yep.
Look at the detail on this relative to the McFarlane. I'm not like, it's not like one's better than the other. You get the painting on the back wall. Like there's a lot going on here. McFarlane said, I mailed it in on that. I paid it a lot of cape to get the job done. And you can see it. Now, I'm not saying it's not iconic, but like for 144 is what this fucking thing went for versus 780. Like
So you can buy it. You can buy this back at 216 right now.
at 216 is probably a fucking buy.
but then again, you're
wow.
pitting Mary Jane versus Batman here. You know, it's
Dude.
kind of still a loose situation. I mean, I'm with you. I really think J. Scott Campbell is way more talented than McFarlane, but the Legend of Batman and that cover versus Mary Jane, I don't know. Batman is going to win in that.
If I'm putting it on my wall, I would have Mary Jane. God love you, Batman. I'm gonna put Mary Jane on my fucking wall.
I hear you, man. I somewhat agree with that. Yeah.
Look at that. Great art.
Hey, where's the Gwenpool OA at, man? Where's all that stuff at?
No, man, nobody fucking. I got all the Gwenpool away. It's not worth a fucking thing.
Track lots. Yes, let's take a look at where's the Batman at? Where was it? I thought I had it. Oh, okay.
What's you tracking, dog?
Oh, here it is. Duh.
I'm
All right.
not saying I'm not a Batman fan. I'm just saying it just seems like that role. There's some disconnect going on because it doesn't seem like that should be worth 4 or 5x.
But the problem is like that's just a showpiece at the end of the day. That Batman, right? So like you're taking that to a booth in New York or San Diego or whatever. You're putting $1 million on it or something, and it's just like having a table at the National and having a Mickey Mantle 10, right? A 52
They're
Mantle
both
10.
fucking like super iconic. You know what I mean?
Is there a version of this kicking around?
No, I mean not like an official release of it.
Yeah.
No, it's a con exclusive, meaning it's like those foil bullshits they put out later.
I think even the foils were not virgins.
No, there's a virgin foil of this. It's a Lamole, I think.
Really?
I think-
thought it
I
still
think.
had the trade dress. I mean, you might be right. I thought it still had the trade dress on it, but
I've seen the version of it. I just don't remember where it's from or what it is, but I did see a virgin foil of this before.
Well, if Marvel is smart, they would do a facsimile of ASM 601 and make this the 1 in 25 incentive.
yeah.
Like a sketch version.
Yep. If they're smart. But
Well,
you know that.
J. Scott Campbell would probably release that on his own website and make his own money with it.
Mhm.
Yeah, he would absolutely would. It'd be more money for him to do it himself than to do it through Marvel.
But this was a lot of very impressive pieces.
Yeah, there's some bangers in this one, man.
Yeah. Browse
That
all
hit,
items.
that hit comics you had up was sick too.
This one,
Mm-hmm.
look at that, all black everything on this. Look at that,
Mhm.
beautiful. Hit Comics number 5.
Wasn't there another piece of OA I saw in this auction that was like super, super famous?
Oh, the Master Comics.
Master Comics, yeah.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel Jr. cover. I mean, I sold for $337,000, and it's Captain Marvel Jr.
I know.
Not degrading Captain Marvel Jr., but it's like Robin. Yeah.
Would you take this over 601, Ben?
Hell no.
I wouldn't.
Over
I'm not-
601?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I'm just saying,
Shouldn't you-
we talk a lot about modern comics. Like that 601 cover is up there amongst the modern fucking classics. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised this didn't go for more. This is a great scene here. Look
Yeah,
at
that's
that.
cool, man.
Got the damsel in distress. Look at that.
Did Super? So let's talk about that. Did Supergirl and Legion of Superheroes 23 did it ever go to auction to cover for Hughes? I don't think it ever did it?
Dude, I never see original art from Hughes.
Some of his
Yeah,
OA dude leaves something to be desired sometimes. At least to like his remarks and his sketches.
I don't think it has.
Somebody has it. They're just sitting on it. They bought it for like $2 grand.
Yeah.
What else? What else is here?
I mean, I understand Derek saying, yeah, Golden Age OA is rare. I'm not saying it's not. Just I want a better cover for that money.
I know, right? Yeah, decent. But I mean, the cream of the crop definitely rose with this lot here. I mean, with these books.
A lot of people thought it underperformed.
I think so. It just feels like, yeah, because I didn't know about this, because I knew about the Campbell art selling, but I didn't know about this until a week in. And Dino, you told me about the Ghost Rider, right? To where, I looked deeper and then saw that the Batman was selling. And I'm just like, how did I not? It's like, if I don't know, then other people probably don't know, you know? And I got my ear to the ground. But I love this cover so much. God, look at this. It's so beautiful. All right, we're moving on. Let's move on. Okay. Did anybody get some blind bags?
I sniped a few. I got a 1 in 700.
Nice. I didn't get any. I'm a loser.
Ben, I think hit a what was you hit a duplicate out of how many bags?
Well, that was the
5
first
or-
two I bought. I bought 2 bags, and they're both the same cover. I'm like,
Both duplicates, yeah.
what are the fucking odds of this? But you can calculate them because they tell you exactly what the odds are.
Right.
It was like 0.001% to get like duplicates of the same cover. So, but I did hit it 1 in 700. Here's my issue. I went and calculated. So by my math, there's like just over 60,000 variants of the 350,000 printed, right? So that means there's probably roughly about a 17% chance of pulling a non common, whatever you want to call it. And I watched guys opening some of this shit, and it was nowhere near. Yeah, that was the one that I got. That was the 1 in 700.
Okay.
That's a good hit.
That was not the rate of variant pulls based on the breaks that I saw, whatever you want to call them, was nowhere near 17% variance. I also heard that like one dude was doing breaks and he got like all ratios, like his whole stack was all ratios. So, and Leg hit me up, and he was basically saying that that they had a hard time mixing these things up. And my message was like, listen, man, I get it, but like if these guys want this to succeed, like they've got to do a better job. Yeah, those first two they opened up. They've got to do a better job.
And you know what's funny? I know exactly what cover you were shooting for, right?
I don't know if I was you know which one I liked.
It's right here. That's the one you were looking for.
That was the one. That was the one. Yes.
Because if you remember,
you know me too well.
Yeah, when he first talked about this drop, and you saw, you saw a picture. Somebody shared this picture with you of this cover, and you were like, "You got to have it."
Yeah.
And I was just like, when I first pulled it, I was like, "This has got to be the book he's looking for."
Yeah, I would have liked to have pulled one of those. I would have. But you know what? I would say like there's been a lot of energy around this. I think that's great for the community. Like, I do worry that blind bags are gonna fucking blow this whole fucking thing up.
They're not
But,
stopping. They're starting to, yeah.
But it definitely created some energy around it. And I will say this: like, the one nice thing I think about this is the ratios are very democratic in this process, right? You know, ratios, the way that they traditionally do it, big stores get them, they sell them at huge premiums. In this, everybody's potentially sort of in the mix to grab one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Let me blow this up. Okay, so let's see what some of these sold for.
I will say this: I'm underwhelmed with what some of the high ratios are selling for.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that I had no idea. I was just guessing like anybody else.
So, so you got two of these here. The guillotine
Is that the
cover.
foil or is that the regular?
That's just the regular.
Yeah. But I mean, like, you know, the 1/100s, the 1/700s, I mean, they're going for like $20 to $50. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like.
Well, I think that what's going on with that is no different than the trading card company. When you see or hear that there's a huge hit in a new product coming out with trading cards, all of the hotshot pack breakers are buying cases of it, and they're all spending like they bring in like 10 people to open these cases within minutes, and you know that's why you see a lot of these big hits like get found so quickly because everybody's doing the same thing. And I think that's what's happening with the blind bags. When everybody was in such a hurry to be the first to sell these or to get all the hits, now there's just so much of it coming out all at the same time. How the hell do you make money?
Yeah.
You know?
This is a deluge of it. I mean, I'll say this: like, I will admit there is a dopamine hit from opening these bags. You know what I mean? Like, what am I going to get, sort of thing. I mean, comics are still meant to be read. That's the whole freaking point. But I can see why, you know, this worked the way it did. And he's dropping another one, right? Like, for Christmas? Like, he's got another one coming out?
Yeah, and it's going to have twice as many. Like this one, the first one, the Halloween one, has 13 Unholy Grails, right? Which are the gold tickets that you can find in out of the 350,000 that were sold. The second rendition of it, which is the Christmas bags, are going to have 25 chase tickets. Which
has anyone hit the chase ticket yet? Have you seen anybody pull a chase ticket yet?
I have a friend who hit, well, not a friend, but a guy. I'm in a Discord, which is the Monsters Discord, and he hit that the night before his birthday.
Wow.
He said he opened the bag at night, and when it dropped out, when he pulled the book out, he said he didn't see it drop out, but he felt something hit his foot, like a graze of. And he said he looked down and a golden ticket was on the floor.
So what do you get on a golden ticket? I'm so out of this.
Well, Spears has a 1-of-1 book that's CGC'd, and it's going to have his signature and a remark on it, and it'll be the one and only book of that book in existence ever.
Wow.
So,
I mean, that's cool.
And I think I want to take a wild guess that either all or some are going to be metal. Which kind of makes I again, there are people who can't stand the whole idea of metals. I kind of think it's cool to do it once in a while with certain books. These metals for the Monsters covers, some of them hit really, really nice and they look really great. But there's a chance that the CGC is going to come back anywhere between a 9.8 or a 10.0. So if you wind up getting a 10.0 1-of-1, you could potentially be having a $10,000 book, you know?
Yeah, it's like a PSA 10 card, right? Like I'm home,
right?
Like kind of Crazy Mahomes 101 or whoever, you know, X.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah. So
the idea for me to do like a blind bag opening on a video, it occurred to me like on Saturday night. It was a little too late.
Yeah.
But
I mean, and the prices weren't bad. Was it $5 a bag?
$5.99.
Yeah. Look, he's gonna open one. Look at this.
And,
oh shoot! Hold on.
He's gonna rock the gold.
Don't do that. Don't put me on the big screen.
How about this?
I bet hilarious if he hits a golden ticket. I'd laugh.
Well, you would be legend, right? Overnight, pulling that live, you know. The fact that you can get a golden ticket in a random book, everybody was thinking for a while that it was only in a foil or one of the chase books.
Mhm.
I think 2 or 3 of the golden tickets were retrieved in a regular cover.
You should have put them all in
Oh.
regular covers, to be honest with you, man. Like everything else is a hit already. You don't need a double hit. You know what I mean?
I think it's kind of getting like a god pack when you're doing like the Pokemon or the other things where you'll open up a pack and you'll get the entire pack is just spoiled out and they're all like $3,000 cards. So,
I hear you.
you know, I just think and you gotta remember he didn't put the golden ticket in the book. Somebody that worked in the factory, they were given that job. And I think they have it on video. I'm not sure if they have all 13
No, I
on
saw
video.
something like early on where the guy like
Right.
opened up a copy of the book, put
Right.
it in, then dropped it into like the sorter or whatever it was.
Mm.
Right.
Did you how are the packaging on them? Are they like pretty decent? I mean, you know, like breaks and like spine breaks and stuff. Are they decently packed?
I've opened, I can give you just a rough number. I think I've opened somewhere around 400 bags, and I have a very short pile. I would probably say less than 10 bucks are completely destroyed, meaning they have spine ticks and damage that you just can't fix. Meaning I'm just going to give them for free to anyone who says I've never read
Yeah.
it and just here free try it, or
Sure.
a kid. I'm going to bring them all to my next show this weekend, and I'm just going to give them away. And then I'm going to give some of these away too, just as a promotion. Because I'm going to have, when I do the show, I think I'm going to have around 300 or 400 bags with me at the show.
Oh wow.
So
Hey, Liger,
I'm-
I have had some people reach out to me where some less than scrupulous stores were weighing them and taking the foils. I think you can only do it on the foils. I think they were taking out all the foils, which is pretty
well,
shit.
I can tell you right away, I know for a fact, because there were a couple of guys who were just talking about being able to tell the difference between what's in the bag, as far as a foil versus a regular cover. And the minute they started to tell me that, and I knew they ordered high volume bags, I said, listen, it doesn't surprise me that someone's not looking for the cheat code. You know what I mean? Like, how do I figure out, how do I separate all of the major hits from the lesser hits?
I'm gonna buy an MRI scanner and scan them all in the MRI machine.
I don't even know if you can. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if you put this thing through a scanner, if you're going to be able to see a gold ticket. I really don't know.
I'll tell
I'm
you this. I went to a store, I bought 3. So I probably bought, all in, I probably bought 8. I don't know. I didn't go crazy like other people. I probably bought 8 of these things all in. But I bought 3 at a store, and I was feeling them. Can I tell? When I came home, I got 2 regulars and a foil, and I couldn't, like, when I was grabbing them, I couldn't tell the difference. You know what I mean? So, like, if you can tell from a foil, I was not, like, tuned in enough to just do it from, like, just dumb touch. But, like, there was nothing that obvious to me, just feeling it, that you could tell what the foils were. Because the bags are textured. The bags have a little bit of texture to them. So.
Well, like, if you had this in a bag, right? This is one of the hits. This is the glow in the dark, right?
Mm-hmm.
This has an extra cover. You know those little thin sheets of white paper they use on the like the blanks now.
Yeah.
So these are a little tighter in the bag. I noticed when I pulled this out, before I pulled it out, I felt that the bag was just a little tighter on this one, meaning
because you have an extra wrap on it. Okay, yeah.
Right. And plus, after you handle 200-300 of these, you can kind of get a gauge that you possibly have a book like this or a foil versus a regular paper cover, because there is different play. Like when you go like this inside the bag, there's a different play between a foil cardstock versus a regular cardstock. So, I mean, if I'm not like, I can only imagine if there's a guy who's looking to really make bank on these, they got to be fucking with these 100 different ways before they start saying, okay, these we're going live on Whatnot, and these we're going to crack open. Like I said, I heard a couple of people talking about it, and the minute they said that, I said, I am never buying from this guy on a Whatnot sale.
Because they do it in cards all the time, man. Like, Whatnot on cards. I mean, I don't have to go through all the stories, but you see stories daily about Whatnot and cards and people doing unscrupulous stuff.
Yeah.
Now
you see this bag right here that says Erin on it. And this bag here says Haley. These are the two girls that work at my LCS. And I asked them to pull me specifically a bag to see if I get a better hit, through some random luck with them. So it's funny because I said I was going to record it and I fucked up and I started cutting the other one without. But at least it's on this show, and I'll be able to clip it and show it to them if there is a major hit.
101 right here. Haley
So,
pulled.
well, no, this is Erin. Haley gave me the this cover,
Oh, okay.
and this is
But so the
Erin.
sketch, that's like 1 out of like 90 or whatever it was, 87.5. Or...
Yeah, and believe it or not, I'm starting to learn that this particular sketch is a little desirable because I think guys are looking to get original commissions on this.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed these are selling pretty quick. Like I've even had a couple of people ask me if I have any for sale. Only thing is I do cons all the time, so I'm gonna get a bunch of these, with some commissions on them. So I actually need all of mine. But listen, it's like you guys said, it's the thing now. Everybody's doing it. I mean, look at this. Somebody at New York City Comic Con gave me this as a gift, right? Like meaning there were some guys running around giving comps on these, like trying to get other dealers to like at least post them in their booths. So I took one and I decided not to open it at the show, and everybody was busting my balls trying to get me to open it. So when I was home yesterday or the day before, I ran out of Monster blind bags, and then I got the itch, and I opened this. So this comes inside the bag, and this kind of tells you what you can get hit wise in this Crow New York City Comic Con exclusive. These bags were dropping at $25 a piece, and once they sold out, I noticed guys were flipping them for $100. This is the certs that you get with and the books come in a MyLite with a thick board inside, so the book is pretty protected. And I got lucky and I pulled the James O'Barr, which is the major signature you want on these. I don't know what this is worth because somebody told me this is probably the one and only one he signed from this cover art. This particular book is limited to 300, and only one of them possibly has a James O'Barr. I don't know enough about it to know if that's true, but it's interesting,
I'll tell you how big these have been because DC just came out and said that they're going to do all their new number ones.
Oh, geez.
Blind bags.
Oh,
right.
I will listen. I'll say that this looks a lot more fun than the DC blind bags.
It's way more fun. I tried the DC blind bags.
That KO blind bags, like people were just fucking angry because there was nothing.
Yeah,
exactly. Up for nothing. You know what I mean?
And weren't those bags $9.99?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fuck off with that, man.
And this was like what, $6?
Yeah,
$6.
Yeah, better. Much better buy-in.
See, like this is considered like a small hit. This is a foil.
Oh,
it's not a small hit, dude. The fucking foils. I was reading the ratios. It's 1 out of 420.
Yeah. Well, okay, it's a good hit, but the thing is, try and get all 50 of these. This is probably gonna be the toughest thing. Because I've opened up, like I said, probably around 400 bags, and I only have maybe 10 of these covers out of the 50. I would probably have to open up 5,000 bags just to get the entire run of foils, which I'm not doing. So some of them that I really want, I'm just going to buy when I find them. But I am, this is a lot. It is addictive, man. Somebody was watching me open these in my LCS. And there's a guy who said he's never bought a Monsters book in his life. He was watching me open this, and then he went and bought 10 bags watching me do it. Because somebody said the thing that makes the sense, and you guys will know right away what I'm talking about. It's like watching me open this is the same as watching an old guy in a bodega do scratch off tickets.
Yeah.
It's just you see the guy, he's scratching off, he blows the dust off, he didn't get a hit. And what does he do? Let me get 3 more,
Okay, so this is the one you picked. This is the one you got. This foil here. Oh yeah. What else did you get?
What do you mean today? Or
hold that one up? Hold that one. What's that one? The clown. Okay.
This is one of the basic covers.
All right.
Then these were the incentives. Like if you ordered enough, this was the one in 250. So if you ordered 250 bags, you got this for free.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so that's an old school incentive though. So you, no matter what you bought, you're guaranteed that.
Exactly. And if you ordered 500 bags, you got this for free.
Okay.
And then if you ordered 1,000 bags, you got the medal. My medal's gonna arrive tomorrow because my LCS he got his in, and I didn't like the way his looked. And then there was a guy that I did some deals with. He gave it to me for dirt cheap. I think I wound up paying about 385 or something
That's the
for
one I
the
really
medal.
want right there. I like that foil. I just
This
don't.
Yeah.
Want I don't want to pay asking price for it. Though.
That's tough because most of those that I've been seeing sell have had a hideous spine tick somewhere on, and it's hard to
Really?
tell because when you take the picture of this, that's actually a silver or a chrome background to the art. It's not white, and it looks like it's white, and it's also hard to pick up the spine ticks on this book. So you really got to zoom in. If the guy took a good picture, you'll see it eventually. So if you find one that's flawless, that's definitely a good buy because
Yeah,
I think.
I'm not going to rush into it, but I'm going to keep my eye on this one.
Yeah.
Hey, how many remarks do you have? You said you do a lot of sketches, right, from different artists. Do you have a Bob McLeod or a Mike DiCarlo?
Mike DiCarlo. Oh, who's the other one?
Bob McLeod.
I have a few Bob McLeods because
So-
he's a regular New York appearance. He's been to Big Apple
Yeah.
Con, he's been to
So
King Con.
he's coming to Pittsburgh at our show,
Right.
Me and Carter
Right.
show. Hey man, Mike DiCarlo. I'm thinking to try to get a jam session with both those boys, but I don't know.
Oh, that's what's up.
I don't know what to do. What like, you know what I'm saying?
Bob- Bob McLeod is a super cool guy. He will tell you, just like a lot of these guys have been around this business, the comic business for 3 or 4 decades. He's got a billion really great stories, and he's a super, super cool guy to meet. And he'll do just about anything for a reasonable price. Like he'll sign for cheap. He'll even sign for free. He'll do little remarks, for free. I've seen him do it. I'm not saying that he's always going to do it for free, but he's like super, super cool and laid back. He's one of the nicest guys I've ever met that could probably get more money for his signatures and remarks, but doesn't ask for it.
Like, I have him do a Doom, like a Doom cut? I don't know, a Doom something. I don't know, man. Like, I guess I've seen.
So I just got another foil.
Nice.
Oh.
This is the one that looks like a sticker from a pack.
Yeah. I love
it's
that
pretty
one.
cool.
I mean, I tell you what, they are fun to open, man. They are fun to open. So
The only thing they're missing is chewing gum in the pack.
All right.
that's going to be for the they're going to put the chewing gum in the St.
The Trader-
Patrick's Day bags.
Probably beer flavored.
You open up another one. Let's see.
Well, you guys got to go on and do your show, man. Like,
Yeah, but still,
I don't think
Yeah,
Ben wants to go for the 4-hour record like we did already.
If you guys go 4 hours, I'm done halfway through. So
Yeah.
No, I was just thinking, like, what do I do? Like, do I slam on do I do a Marvel one? Do I do a Batman one?
McLeod's got a huge run of work that he's done, and he's been involved in a lot of good things, man. I don't know. I would do a little research and see what he's done and what appeals to you as far as who's your favorite, either a character or a book. If you're doing a commission, I mean, and he's willing to do it for a reasonable price, I'd make sure that I pick the right thing,
Yeah. I'll have to think about it.
Oh.
I'll have to think about it.
And what's that one go for?
The black
Yeah.
blank. I saw a guy selling the white and black ones together for $25, and they were moving at best offers for like $20 for the pair. So just figure $10 a piece, which is not crazy. I mean, a lot of blanks. So I've seen at Comic Cons a lot of blanks go for anywhere between $5 to $10 a piece. So that's not abnormal,
Okay. Well, if you
So-
come across the golden ticket, then we'll stop the presses.
Oh, absolutely. I think the entire comic world is going to stop for about 3 seconds when I pull a gold ticket. Nobody's going to give a shit that I pull it. They just care that it was pulled,
Right.
So.
Oh, and speaking of Mark Spears, get a load of this, man. Look at this. A raw copy of #1, first print. sold for $510 after 26 bids.
Dude, this just blows my mind. So when the Bride book broke, I hit up a couple of stores, right?
Yeah.
They're all gone, right? Because that book was the book to have.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one store had about 7 or 8 of these, and I just left them.
Bro, I bought that one. I bought that one under protest because I was just like, I'm getting all of these, so I might as well just get this one too. You know what I mean? And left a one there at the store. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm just shocked at what it's going for. It's amazing to see, really.
A year ago, this book wasn't going for anything.
Yeah.
And so the 9.8, it was a buy it now for $675. Number one first print. And then you have the Bridezilla. So this sold for what? $292 raw. So I don't,
you know, I've been thinking about like lately, like there are these books that break the artist. You know what I mean? Like put them on the map for everybody. Like it's not their first work, it's not their best work, but it's the one that starts the fucking avalanche.
Yeah.
And you know, this is the one for him. Clearly, it just feels like it should go for a little bit more. But not that that's a bad price. I mean,
well, we just talked about blind bags. You remember the Battle Beast blind bags, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody did there's a Battle Beast 1 blank sketch original art cover signed by Otley and stuff. With COA and all that great stuff. It's only $250.
Wow.
Like those were what, you know, big boy books when they first started rolling, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm not saying nobody cares about it, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
FYI for people. I'm just seeing stuff in
Something to watch, yeah. Because it's like we haven't seen anything like this in a while. So
mm-hmm.
and
I will say, like, there's been some blind bags recently. I'll give Spears a lot of credit. Like, he did them right. There were so many books. Like, there were hits. Like, I think he really did it the right way. The distribution or the mixing of it was clearly fucked up, and it's a hard thing to do. But like, I gotta give the dude some props. You know what I mean?
I mean, same thing with Clutch. I mean, Clutch's Invincible bags were pretty good. I mean,
Clutches were huge, man. I mean, but he really did those right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, he's a genius because he went through the trouble of tracking down the Invincible run, the original run, and then incorporating those as actual hits with the addition of original art on blanks by legendary artists. So it's like you had the hits of original issues, which are, first of all, I don't ever find Invincible books looking in boxes at any show. It doesn't matter where I'm at.
I sold
the
my
fact,
Invincible. Yeah, I
yeah,
sold
the
my
fact that
Invincible
you can get that as a hit, and then some of the second print ones that are like you guys call Ghost, he's putting those all signed, you know, and stuff. It's like, you know,
Clutch
that
was really smart. Like those bags
right.
were fucking awesome. You know what I mean?
So, and again, I don't want this whole show to turn into just Mark Spears Monsters as much as I love it. But
oh, come on, don't lie, John. You would love it if it was just.
Yeah, I mean, but the real quick, I keep hearing all the time. First of all, you got, of course, the regular haters who are just like, his books suck or his art sucks, or but yet the same guys who are being triggered over his success are the ones they're buying cases of the blind bags, and I see them on eBay, the same hypocrites selling all of his books, making money off of it. So, and again, I get it. Money in business has nothing to do with liking something. That's fine. But don't say you hate something or fuck with people on social media for liking something, and then you're the first one buying 500 blind bags and trying to sell them on. Here goes a nice hit. Look at that. That's a beautiful cover.
Ooh.
And that's a nice foil. That's a beautiful one.
Dude, if you pull one of those fucking Chamber of Chill foils, hit me up. I want first dibs.
I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't pulled that one yet, but I would definitely hit you up when I do, because I know how you feel. I know how you feel
the number
about
of these
that.
bags you're opening before our eyes, it's a matter of time. So,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I have a shipment coming in from Las Vegas. Should be arriving tomorrow or Tuesday. I've got what 100 coming in from Vegas. I have another 100 coming in from Ohio, not Ohio, Illinois or something.
So you played it
Coming
right now.
in.
You're just taking it from every region of the country. I'm gonna
Yeah.
eliminate the distribution issues. I'm
Well,
just gonna take them.
that's what I was doing. I legit made piles as the books come in, and I'll leave a little. In fact, I have the tags right here. This way you can see I'm not making this shit up. I put these on the piles with wherever they're from, and I was Houston, Texas, and I made piles. This way, I geographically covered all the odds of the the distribution, the mixing of the hits to see if it even makes sense if it's working that way. And in some cases, it does make sense to order from places that were given shipments, at different times, at different cities and states, and then have them all come to me and then see what is the pattern. So, in a sense, I'm just trying to do like see if this is really working, or is it really just everybody has the same luck, regardless where you're from.
No, I mean it's definitely not. I've seen some guys
So.
hit after foil. They didn't mix them as well as they could have, and for their own sake, I hope they figure that out because
Right.
if people get the feeling that it's not a level playing field, they're not going to play the game. You know what I mean?
Well, I will say this is this company's first time with blind bags, so
Yeah.
hopefully they'll get the growing pains out.
And they tried, right? Because these things were supposed to come out last week, but they took an extra week to try to mix them better, and still, it wasn't perfect. So
yeah. But okay, so my question is: have those blind bags raised the profile of these number ones from Keenspot?
It's actually put them in a back seat in a sense, because if you punch in Mark Spears Monsters, the blind bag pulls are overwhelmingly, on eBay. And so you really have to do a really good search for some of these cover A's and stuff, the auctions that are going on. I was trying to creep and try to get on that one that ended at 510. It was sitting at like 200 and some odd dollars for most of the time. And then it just got a surge, I would say, in the last day, the last 24 hours. But it was sitting at 2 something, and I think I put in a bid for like 320 on it, and the last 24 hours it just went nuts. But this is all over eBay right now. These blind bags, the pulls from the blind bags, and I think it's going to be like that until January, February, because on top of these Halloween blind bags, you're gonna have the Christmas blind bags. So you're gonna see this just one issue alone. There's around 70 to 90 different covers of Monster and the Wolf #1.
There's
Now,
90 of like the different like foil.
Right. If you go by how many regular cardstocks and then foils of each one, then you're talking about 100, right? And then if you go by now all the different chases, all the different like the glows and the black and white covers, the other incentive chase, it's just like I said, you put that and then you got the Christmas bags coming out less than 2 months later. You're talking there's going to be just hundreds of just one or two issues.
I guess if you're a buyer of Mark Spears right now, it's not the worst thing because nothing can really catch a bid because there's so so much of it, if you will, like it's just polluting everything. Maybe in time it firms up, but if you're a buyer of Mark Spears right now, like I think there's too much distraction for any book to go too crazy.
Yeah.
That's
all right. See, that's a cover I've never seen.
Yeah, this is the homage to the famous Monsters magazine.
Nice.
Which is like really cool. Anyway, go ahead. Let's move on to something that has to do with.
Okay, I think we're done with Mark Spears. We're done. We're done. Okay, we're done. All right. Detective Comics 168. So this bad boy sold. So this raw beater copy sold for $5,000.
Wow.
Wow.
First appearance of the Red Hood.
Yeah, you know me. I'm just kind of like, I don't hate Batman, but I don't love him. But I would love to have this book. But $5,000 for this. Wow.
Our lawyer friend wants one of these.
I thought he would. I thought he had this already.
No, not yet.
Oh, jeez.
That's when it was
It's
like
his top top grail at this point. Or?
I don't know. We might see him in Pittsburgh. He told me he might.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, yeah, he's close enough. What about is Juke coming too?
I don't know.
Yeah, try to get her to come.
Okay, I'll text her.
Yeah, I'll definitely give her a free ticket. George has to pay though.
Yeah, no shit, right?
All right. Okay, so take a look at Science Comics. So we got the girl in the glass tube.
My favorite Golden Age trope.
Hell yeah. Okay, so 1940, Science Comics number 2. So this bad boy sold for, how much this thing sell for? $1,190. This thing's beat though, which is it's still impressive for this.
I mean, it's super impressive, dude. I fucking A.
Do I have the list?
And John, hold me one of those chamber chilled 19 of any version of it. Just hold me one.
You got it. That is a guarantee. I promise you that.
So you're finding a nice mix.
Yeah, like I just pulled this, and I know Ben loves this cover.
Yeah.
So I probably have, if I fan it out, I probably have a really nice. I don't know, about 6 or 7 of these now. I would definitely, one is definitely Ben's. That's guaranteed.
Hell yeah.
So Ben, if you're particularly ripping bags just to get that one in the foil, then don't buy any more. I will definitely have one of these for you, and then when I pull the foil, I'll reach out to you.
All right, man.
This thing is destroyed. This Science Comics is destroyed, and it's still sold for $1,100.
I'm fucking blown away by this, to be honest with you.
She's naked too.
You love how they always put the strap over her her bits, like in every one of these books.
All the time
in the tube,
without fail. But this is beautiful.
Dude, I want one of these so bad. Like, I've got a wish list of Golden Age, and like, this is there.
You know what I appreciate? Like the pre-World War II covers, before America got involved.
Before shit went to hell.
Yeah. So I appreciate these. This is like, to me, this is like the golden age.
Yeah,
right here.
1940.
Yeah.
Pre-44.
You guys would have appreciated New York Comic Con this year. The first time I've walked around where I saw a lot of pulp for sale. The guys who were typically selling Silver Age and Golden Age stuff have finally really come around to pulp, and lots of it graded, and a lot of selection. As far as, I was really looking to see if there were any sleepers, where, meaning like killer covers that guys still had at $15-20. But most legit dealers are really aware of all of that now, so you can see by the price. Like, I'm going to show you real quick this one buy I made on a pulp, and this I thought I got at a great deal. I think I paid
oh shit,
I want to say I think I paid around $65 for this.
Oh man, I think it's beautiful.
It's a slabbed 3.0, and it's one of those things where I looked at it and said, how the hell do I walk away from this?
What year is that?
This is 1950. It's called 15 Mystery Stories, Volume 2, number 4, and it's just got all of the little things that everybody's always looking for.
Is the cover credited to anybody? Does it say who the artist on that cover is?
No, there is no credit, and there is no signature on the cover. I'm sure if I had an open copy of this, I can probably find out, because sometimes it's in there. You just got to know how to look for it. I think the grading company still, like the people working there, still don't know what the fuck they're doing. So I find it hard that you would grade a book like this and just have zero notes on it. It just makes no sense.
Mhm.
But it's really
I
cool.
mean,
It's got
some of
woman in,
like the cover art
yeah,
of these old pulps, man, they're really tough to pin down who was doing it.
yeah,
You know what I mean? They're
yep,
uncredited anywhere in the book. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Well, speaking of original art, coming up, I'll show you something. All right, Shock Suspense Stories, number 12 from 1953, classic cover here. So this sold for 1,300.
Let's see how good I am. I flapped this around, like I said.
Okay.
Foil, right?
Okay.
All right,
This
this
is
is going to
just
be a
me.
good set.
Well, this is me getting a feel for the bags and thinking I know what the hell I'm talking
Because you've
about.
opened 500 already.
Now watch. Let's see if I'm right.
Foil.
Foil.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
all right.
Oh,
Oh, so you got a virgin. Oh, no. So it's
No.
the same.
Yeah, the same hit I got maybe 10 bags earlier.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I as soon as I picked it up, I can
Mhm.
tell from the play on the cover, it was just a little too stiff. And I think if you did that with enough, like I said, I heard somebody already say it, and this guy is a super whatnot seller, and I already said I am never buying this guy's bags because I guarantee you he put all of the foil hits to the side, and you're just going to get a whole bunch of regular
Yep.
covers. So anyway, I'm sorry for slowing down the show.
Sure
Go ahead.
thing.
It's all good,
I
man.
just wanted to prove the point of the flop of kind of feeling it.
Dude, you did that in real time, so like much props.
Okay, look at this. A CGC 8.5 Fantastic Four number 4. No, or rather number 12. So this sold for 5,300.
So there's some
8.5.
talk that the Thing and the Hulk might have a fight in the new Doomsday movie. I think that's why this book is starting to wake up a little bit on the screen.
Foil.
Now, if you can pick the book, John, on top of it, like that would be even more impressive. Foil.
If I pick the book, we're all in trouble. That means but definitely a foil. Is it a good one?
It's the same one.
It's the same fucking one. isn't
Oh
it?
shit.
This is my point with them mixing it up, right? There's no
Right.
way, I'm not joking, statistically, that you should hit 2 of those foils within 3 books.
Mhm.
Ben, you know what happened with this? This was, like I said, this and I think I'm hitting it the nail on the head when I say this. There's people that go to this job. First of all, they're not comic people. They're working in this
Yeah.
building, and they're being told to sort these. They're even getting paid extra to do it, right? And somebody just said, I
Fuck
want to
it.
get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they took a stack of these and they threw them in the feed. And, this is how, everybody feels screwed. It's not Mark Spear's fault because he actually paid extra to get it done the right way. It didn't happen. And I just think there's a handful of people that work there that are not comic people who don't give a shit. And they probably said, I am not going to sit here another 4 hours sorting through 150,000 copies of books to
100%.
make it,
100%.
that's
100%.
like what they do in the movie Casino with De Niro when he told the baker, I want the equal amount of blueberries in each muffin. And the
Yeah.
guy looked at him and said, do you know how long that would take me? And he says, I don't care. I want it done right. So the guy in charge, which would be Mark, would be saying that. And then the baker is saying, once he leaves, fuck you, I'm still going to put whatever amount of
Yeah.
blueberries, So that's what's happening with this.
Which one would you guys take? The Captain America 39 that sold for 4,000 or the Fantastic Four 8.5?
Capital Day for me.
Captain America.
Okay. That's what I figured. But this Cap 39 sold for $4,000. CGC 4.5. Very strong price. Okay, so which one you taking, this or the Detective?
Whew.
Cap or
Probably
Detective? Really? Okay.
Even though like that's just such a badass. I mean, like I said, you know me, like I don't love all the but like that Red Hood book is so sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a legendary villain and it's a first appearance versus a common timely issue of Captain America, I would go with the first appearance all day.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah,
Even in
Batman's Rogue Gallery is as great as Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery. So like that stuff is never going to be worthless. It's always going to be something. It doesn't.
It's also
lose
Red Hood continues to pick up legendary status in the modern age. It seems like that character is getting bigger. You know what I mean? I know that was the Joker, but like,
all right, hell yeah. All right, Venus. Never come across a Venus before. In
I
person.
love this book though, man. I really love this book.
So this sold for, let's just say, $2,500 in the CGC 4.5, number 17.
Yeah, brilliant book.
Love it. All right. Okay. So which one you taking? I don't think. I think I might have asked you this question before, but which Ghost Spider are you taking for the money?
So this is a great question. I have the one in the middle, the Shi-Hung Lee, which is one of my favorite modern covers by far. So I've already taken it. I would love to have the Peach Momoko. I think it's one of her best covers. But if I didn't have either, I'm still taking the Shi-Hung Lee for my money, because that her in the rain, like the purples on that, there's something about the cover for me that's just timeless. Like,
For whatever reason, I thought you were going to say the Momoko.
I want it, and I passed on it for $35 like a dumbass. But I'm going to take the Shi-Hung Lee personally. But the Momoko's going for more, isn't it? I can't see these prices.
Okay, so the Momoko sold for, in the 9.8 sold for $1,126 after two bids, and the Ji-Hung Lee sold for $1,000. Buy it now.
The Ji-Hung Lee is a better piece for me, which is not like I want the other one. I don't have it, but the Ji-Hung is a better piece for me.
Okay, all right. And I'm always on Foom 10 watch, and this raw copy sold for $665. I'm not mad at it.
The beat on this book continues to build. I feel like it's just getting stronger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember there was that time where nobody knew when this book came out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it still hasn't slowed it down. So it's all good. Okay. I don't know if I have this book or not. Detective 690, DC Comics or DC Universe variant. So this sold for $125. I'm not quite sure if I have this or not.
I don't. I know I don't have the DCU of this. All my DCUs are in the same box. So
foil.
Chambered shell. Dude, if it's the same one you've got two of already.
It's definitely a foil. I can tell you that. I just saw a piece of
Statistically,
it.
that is like you're better off winning the lottery.
Dude, this is so ridiculous. I've already pulled this one.
See, this should.
I know, Ben. It shouldn't happen, but it is. And you know, when you finally do get the win and you get the cover you're looking for, that makes it much more, I guess, much more pleasurable. And when you finally find that one,
I know, right?
So,
okay, so take a look at this. The 35-cent variant for Iron Fist 14. So this sold for $1,075. So which one are you taking, this or the Ghost Spider?
Whew. I mean, I'm hugely biased in this because, like I said, that Ghost Spider cover is one of my favorite modern covers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still taking that, which is not to say that price variant is not super badass, because it is. It's
okay, what about the Momoko? The Iron Fist 35-cent variant or Momoko?
Probably the Iron Fist, but that is a very close call.
Okay, all right. Next is Uncanny 297 Pressman. So this sold for $245.
Wow, the Pressman. Wow,
I can't believe I found this in the dollar bin. I still can't believe that.
You still have it, or did you move it?
No, I sold it. I found all the Pressmans and then sold them all together. This was a long time ago. All right, next.
No fucking way. Are you shitting me for this book?
Which one?
One's a foil, one's a regular. I've got this somewhere. Like I was just looking through some books like this weekend.
Okay, so listen, I'm probably forever going to be talking about these Dan Mora variants here. So Nightwing 105, I've been beating the drum on this for the longest time, but so we got the foil 1 in 50 variant, and then we have the cover B. So the foil sold for
pound though. The fucking cover B going for 123. Holy shit!
Yeah, and this is
$5 buy-in.
It's not a ratio.
Yeah,
it's not a ratio. Yeah, sold for $123, and then you got this foil that sold for $180.
I always love the conversation of who's buying this type of book when Ben and you guys are talking about
it. This one I get is Dan Mora. Like he's not like he's there like with his shirts off and everything, and the whole deal. But damn, I've got this thing somewhere. Fucking A, I gotta pull it out.
Yeah. Okay. And Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow #1. So this raw copy sold for $70. This book is still going strong.
I had I found digging this book, 2 copies of it for nothing, right? For whatever cover was, $3 and I bought them just because I heard that they were doing Supergirl, like a standalone movie.
Yeah.
It might have been, didn't this book drop somewhere around when the Flash movie came out where she was Supergirl was in there, but like a different version of her?
Yeah.
And so I think I grabbed these for like $3 a piece, and I held on to them for a little while. I put them at a show and I sold them each for $35 each, and I thought I was like way ahead of the game with that sale.
Yep.
And then when you hear that they're doing a standalone movie now, and it seems to be like every actress they've already cast as her seems to be pretty decent. Like the new Superman movie, that actress they put as Supergirl seemed to, like she was getting a lot of attention, even though she didn't have too many lines. So, maybe this is probably going to be a book that we see go break the 100, when there's some kind of a trailer or something with the new movie.
Yeah, I was almost out of this game, out of the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow game, but then I came across like the set, include like 1 through 8 minus #2. So I got to find #2.
And I did hear this was a really good read. Again, I never read it, so I couldn't tell you. The ones that I do have from this set, David Mack did a variance to this storyline. To me, that's the real get, is the David Mack covers from this set. So I still have the David Mack covers. I won't sell them only because, and they're all signed too. Somebody went to a signing that Mack was at, and they got all the issues signed by him. So I'm a little bit of a David Mack fan. So I maybe that's why I'm holding on to them. But I'm sure like if they super blow up, the David Mack ones have to eventually stand out.
I agree with that. But actually there's a wide variety of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow variants. Like those cover B, like they each one kind of stands out in their own way. All right, next is Ghostly Weird Stories 122. So this sold for $2,000. This is I love this. To me, this is an underrated cover for whatever reason. It just doesn't. It feels like it doesn't get the love that it deserves.
So when I was in San Diego, the store I went to had a bunch of these Cole covers. In one, it had the number listed. I thought that was the price. And like, fucking am buying this. And like, no, sir, that's the number. Like, well, you have the price. You have the price listed on every other one. And yeah, it was like $119 or something. I was like, I'll take that. It's like, no, it's $500 or whatever.
500.
Whatever it was, I forget. It was probably more, certainly.
Was the price reasonable? From what you remember?
They're all super expensive.
Okay. Take a look at this. So we have a PSA graded book. So Modern Warfare 2 Ghost, the Jim Lee variant. So this sold for $260 after 25 bids.
It feels low for that, doesn't it?
Could it be
Yeah.
because it's PSA or
I think so.
I don't know. I
What-
mean, the PSA books are not getting nicked like that. You know what I mean? Like, I just think this thing flew under the radar.
what is the CGC 98 you typically sell for? Does anybody know? Or
I think in like the
It was like
three,
almost a $500 book in that, wasn't it?
I want to say like in the at least in the threes.
4 to 5. I had 4 to whatever. I'm probably
Yeah, I should have had one to compare. But okay, so Punisher, look at this. Punisher 218 regular cover. CGC 98 sold for $375. I'm kind of surprised.
This. I've got 5 of these. I just got to send it. If this thing's going for $375, I just got to send it in and get it graded. Holy shit!
It's so funny. I come across this
have-
book all the time.
I have a bunch of those too, and then I have the Bernthal looking photo cover of this. Like there's a variant. Yeah. It's not really a photo cover, but it's like a painted cover, but it looks
No, dude,
just
that
like
book is-
Bernthal.
That's a big book right now.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I was hoping that he was going to be at New York Comic Con. He was supposed to, and he
He backed out
canceled
last minute.
because of scheduling. Yeah, I guess he got pulled for the Spider-Man shooting. So he's been shooting Spider-Man in Queens, New York, because I've already seen them lined up in the street in my area. So it's true. He did, they're shooting and they've but I actually brought that to the show hoping he was going to show up. And you know who showed up to the show instead of him? Not to sign anything. He's just walking around buying books, and I guess he's a comic guy. Thomas Jane, who played Punisher.
Oh,
Thomas
yeah.
Jane was a big guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I like
very
his
much
photo
so.
covers. I buy those Thomas
Yeah.
Jane photo covers whenever I see him.
Hell
Yeah. So the reason why I didn't go crazy because I met him at Midtown Comics and he signed all of the photo covers for me already. So I walked over to him and he was super, super nice. Like I was just like, I walked over and I said, "Hey, can we get a quick picture together?" And he said, "Yeah, not a problem, man." And we, but you could tell like once one person recognized who he was, then it started a little something, and he was just trying to keep moving,
Hell yeah.
But
The
super nice guy.
best thing for him to do is just have some like earbuds in.
Well, or put some glasses on, something to make him like do the Clark Kent thing and just try to look different.
Yeah. I remember I see Jim Rugg a lot at like comic book sales, and like he'll have like the earbuds in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But okay, so Red Hood and the Outlaws. This is a regular cover, number 25. So this sold for $40. There are certain Red Hoods, certain Nightwings that just go for something, and this is one of them. I'm still trying to figure out the pattern.
Yeah, from this numbering in the run, these I've got a bunch of these as well.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Gwenpool, first Gwenpool sold for $400
in a 9.8. It's a pretty good pickup.
Yeah,
Good pickup.
That's a good sale.
yeah. Okay. Incredible Hulk 377 CGC 9.6 sold for a grand.
That's a tough
Third
grade on
print.
that book.
Third print.
It is. It's a
The
tough
third print
grade.
is really tough.
I think I might have been the only seller in New York City Comic Con that had 2 of those for sale.
Damn.
And I sold both. What happened was I had a grade one that was around an 8.5 raw, and then I had a slabbed one that was a 9.0. And my PC copy is a 9.4, right? Everybody who saw that book was, "Can I see it?" And then they did it's the first day of the show. Let me walk around and see if I see it again. And then I realized, I said, I'm the only guy that has any of these at the show, because I did walk
Damn.
around a few times and I did see all the major dealers within my area. And I was checking out the wall, which is how I grabbed some of those pulps and all that stuff. And no one had that book on their wall. And you don't put that in a box. That's a wall book. And no one had it on their wall. So I think I was the only one. And eventually the same guys that asked originally came back and bought the copies I had.
Wow.
But
I
it's
claimed
still
one of these off a Instagram
Uh.
sale for $5. and they never fucking sent it.
Of course.
Wow. Yeah, that sucks.
I remember coming across these for 50 cents and $1. I couldn't
It was a
believe
time that people weren't paying attention to them, and I remember guys buying all of the what is that the little lime green ones, the first prints,
Mm-hmm.
and those were getting a little something for a moment, and then when guys realized that between the first and the third print, then this one, the third print, really blew up. But I do remember the first print was getting a few bucks for a little while because it's like, isn't that like Professor Hulk or Smart Hulk or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I was at where I found the 50-cent one, right? It was a beater though, but like I remember a guy, he was flipping through it and he saw it and then he put it back. I couldn't believe it. All right. And this is a book I'm tracking just because I have it. Darth Vader #3, the 1 in 25 LaRocca variant. So a 9.8 of this sold for $8.50.
Wow. Way down from its peak, but still respectable.
Yeah, for sure. God, I remember seeing copies for like $6.50 and thinking, damn, maybe I should buy this. Raw copies.
Yeah.
For $6.50. And going, oh man, maybe I should pick this up. You know what I mean? But
here's my issue with Afra right now.
Mhm.
Cool character, 100%. Like,
yeah,
can't debate it. But I think Star Wars, it's gonna come off the wrong way, but they lean so hard into all these female characters that people are burnt out on it. So if they were gonna bring her out, no matter how good it is, unless it's like really, really good,
yeah,
it's probably just gonna like miss. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
like I think we're a ways off from this character being a huge success, which she could be, like 100% could be. But like I think they've dug themselves a little bit of a hole, maybe.
I think so too. But for whatever reason, I'm still glad to have it. You know what I mean?
It's it's worth sitting on because the potential is there for sure. You know.
Mhm. All right, next is Batman 251, a CGC 9.0 sold for $1,600. This, I don't know, still feels undervalued to me, but
Such a classic book, man.
still a good start. Yeah. Which one would you rather have, this or the Hulk 340 9.8?
Whew.
I personally would go with the Hulk. Wait, which is that the third print you're talking about?
No, this Hulk 340.
Right next to
the one
each other.
next, the one next
Yeah,
to it.
9.8. Yeah.
I all day Neil Adams.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
me,
gonna say Neil Adams on that too. Although I know that this Hulk has become like one of the McFarlane books to own. Like it's really risen to like the top of the heap. And like for me, like this versus the Batman we talked about, like to own the OA,
Yeah.
like there's so much more detail on this one than that Batman. Like I would take this Hulk in a second.
The 08 hasn't popped up for this Hulk 340, has it?
I don't remember seeing it. I mean,
Yeah.
somebody probably has it. They got it for nothing. You know what I mean?
Forget about it. Forget about it. All right. This is interesting. Look at this. 8.5 restored Wolverine 1, J. Scott Campbell, Deadpool variant. So the restoration
sold for $1,500.
still. Okay, so the restoration was small amount of color touch.
Which would have to be on
touching up this book in this age. You know what I
It
mean?
would have to be a spine tick, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, somebody filled in with a Sharpie, or maybe even like somebody got a Sharpie on it, you know, or like a Sharpie dropped on it or something. You know what I mean? It could be something like that.
Yeah, but it's got an
Somebody
8.5
fucking
grade
around.
on it. The 8.5 grade is not from a Sharpie touching it. There's a legit tick somewhere that somebody probably tried to color in. There's some damage to this book that made it an 8.5.
Gosh, I could oof. That just looks as somebody who had a 9.8 of this, seeing an 8.5 purple label, it doesn't look right.
Yeah, that's
Dude, purple
crazy.
labels on any modern books like don't feel right.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so Siege 3, 9.6. So this sold for $2,000.
It feels low.
It does. But I forget what the height of this was, but
It's 10 grand at least, wasn't it?
I want to say like maybe five.
I'm gonna look it up. Hold on, give me 1 second. There's
Okay.
an answer. There's an answer to this question. Let's just look the damn thing up.
Get Campbell to sign over the color touch. Problem solved. Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Get him one of those marker pens on Blue Monday.
I got him to sign this at New York Comic Con. Nice guy.
What's it saying?
All right. All-time high on this was $6 grand.
Okay. Wow. All right. Not too
Jesus.
far off.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, take a look at this. A CGC 9.9, because we always think like a 9.9 or something will go for like crazy money. But you have Gears of War #2 from Wildstorm. And this sold for a CGC 9.9 sold for $102 after 14 bids.
Yeah, because I mean, why do you own it? Like conditionally rare stuff doesn't excite me that much.
Mhm.
Like, is it great cover art?
Mm-mm.
Is it super relevant? I mean,
I will say, like the Gears of War series from Wildstorm,
yeah, it's
like you'll see issues go like randos go for about like $20 or something like that. You know what I mean? So to me, this looks like a good buy and a nice little it's something to have in a 9.9 to kind of compare and contrast, you know. So I think this was a good buy for whoever got it. All right. Which one are you taking? This Archie 50 in a CGC 6.5 that sold for $3,250, or Fantastic Four #5 CGC 2.0 that sold for $3,327. Which one
it
are you
is a
taking?
tough one. Like, Doom is clearly the more relevant long-term character, but this is such a classic Archie cover, and a 6.5 is a pretty high grade for this. I'm probably leaning towards the Archie because I feel that I'm going to contradict myself. I don't know. I don't know. There's much more demand for the Doom, but like that Archie is such an awesome cover.
Yeah.
I don't want to answer.
I had that book on my wall at Comic-Con in a 7.5.
The Archie?
Yeah, but it was a commission. It was a friend who was at the show from out of town who said, do you mind putting it on your wall to see if we can, make a quick sale? And I said, absolutely. Like, who wouldn't want that on their wall? And I had a lot of big, guys that spend money interested in it, but his asking price was like top, like he had it priced at 10 with accepting a best offer, and he gave me his low price. I don't want to say
at 10 grand.
He put 10 on it, and
Okay.
then he told me what's the lowest I can take if he's not
Mhm.
around. And I don't want to say that price because he's
Yeah.
actually, I think he has it in what is it? I can't think of Comic Link, or who does those live auctions for the rare books. Is it Comic
Heritage,
Link?
Comic Link?
Yeah, it's Comic Link. I think he gave it to Comic Link on the last day of New York Comic Con. So I think it's going to be at auction. I don't want to say what his low on it to screw up his auction, but it did get a lot of attention. A lot of people.
I bet.
He gave me this, and he gave me a 4.5 Hot Stuff #1. So,
Nice.
and both of them got nonstop interest. So,
Okay, so this book here, I barely wanted to talk about because I hate this cover so much, but I noticed like this book is going for in like the $100 range.
God bless, man. Whoever is into this, like, God fucking bless. I don't get it. Like, and I'm clearly not the market for this book, and that's great. Like, I don't need to be, but man, I don't. $130 is a lot of books. I drop $130 on, and this isn't one of them for me. But if this is your thing, man, go get them.
Batman, what is it? Batman, Superman, World's Finest, number 35. This is the sweater weather variant. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't want to dwell too much on it. Okay. So which one would you rather have? This Batman page or let's see. Or let's see which one. What are we talking about here? Or the let's see. Or the Iron Fist 14 35-cent variant.
The page versus the book, I'm taking the Iron Fist.
Okay.
I get the pages sell, but I'm just not there yet in my personal comic journey just yet.
Agree.
Okay, so this what? Okay, now I try to stay away from putting pages up on Hot Book Alert Live, but the fact that it had Joker on the page and it is his first appearance, I thought that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I get it. What did it go for? $2,000?
16.
$1,600. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
At what point did you make more money ripping your low grade apart and selling it off by the pages? I mean, there's got to be some math, right?
Yeah, I'm sure they've crunched the numbers on it. All right, look at this Incredible Hulk 181 7.0. I've got a 7.0. This sold for $3,025. Okay. And Hulk 181. So this a 9.4 sold, a CGC 9.4 sold for 10,500. I'm rounding up.
It's a decent sale in this market, right?
Yeah.
All right. Next. Okay, so Batman 423. This sold for this 9.8 sold for 1646. Okay.
That's higher than normal. It's I think for a while they were still around 12, 13.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be.
I wonder if it's getting some love from the sale of the OA.
Yeah.
All right. And House of Secrets 92. This 5.0 sold for 1,300. Huh.
Is that Batman? Sorry, can we just talk about this for 1 second?
Sure.
There's 6,300 total copies on the census, right?
Yeah.
Now, granted, there's about almost 500 9/8s if you count the signature series. But I mean, it's not by no means a rare book. It's a super high census book. Like, it's amazing to me what this thing sells for. Like, I wouldn't be putting that kind of money into a book that's that prevalent, personally.
Yeah, I totally agree. You'd be better off just buying a raw copy and hoping for the best.
There's an LCS near me that has one on the wall for $200. Then I'm gonna go fucking buy it.
Yeah, you'd be better off.
But is it any different than someone paying $1,400 or $1,500 for a New Mutants 98? You know, it's a lot of money for a book that was overproduced. Meaning, there's probably what 500,000 of those were printed.
Of the 98. I mean the New Z on that one is the one to buy for me. I've got a New Z of that.
Yeah, but the regular retail one is getting like $1,400 for a 9.8. So I mean,
yeah.
it's just really based off the popularity of the character. It's not that it's not available, because I can tell you I had at New York Comic Con, I had 4 copies of A New Mutants 98. I had 2 newsstands and 2 retails, and one of them was slabbed, and not one of them sold. You know, it's not
Mm.
because it's not a. I mean, people kept asking me like, "What do you got on your raw copies, the newsstand ones?" Mine were like 9.6 raw, and the newsstands, and I had 500 make a best offer. And I probably would have taken pretty much any offer because I got a
No,
really good deal on
I,
them.
I guess I'm just thinking like down the road, like what am I buying? Like, I just I'm at the point in the hobby where I'm not looking for books where there's 5,000 copies. Like the demand game. I guess I'm just me personally into a bit harder to find stuff.
Right.
So, but I get it.
Okay, so speaking of Frazetta, we have Frazetta signed comic that sold for $850.
Damn, that seems cheap for his signature.
Yeah. Not bad. All right. Okay. Now we were talking about original art. Okay, so here's a book, or rather some art here. Ranch Romances. So the original cover art here sold for $2,000. So this is from 1947. Look at that.
Seems cheap, man.
I know, but it was a buy it now. So let me see
That's
if
cool.
I can. Yeah, I saw that. I'm just like, damn it. I wish I had seen that. List. Do I have it? Here we go. All right, let me take a quick look at this expeditiously. All right. I don't like the frame looks awful, but yeah. Look at that. This is beautiful.
Yeah, really nice, man. This is.
You would have been all over this for $2,000.
I mean, I would have been all over it, but it's a great score.
And it's a
Look at
chick.
that.
Chick showing some cleavage.
She got a 6-gun on her hip.
Hell yeah. She breaking it. Look at that. Yeah, this is really nice, man. Yeah, this thing just kind of flew up right under the radar. And it sold for $2,000.
Super nice.
I love this.
Do you think that gets more money if it was in an attractive frame?
Okay, so here's the thing. I passed over this listing quite a few times only because I like the frame just kind of made it invisible.
Do you think they posted it next to the pulp itself? Would it caught more eyes?
Absolutely.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think so. All right. Okay, so look at this. Clue. There's a lot of listings that were from the same seller. I try to stay away from that, but he just had so many like different types of books, different types of pulps that I just couldn't help it. All right. Clues Detective, January 1939, decapitated head cover. So this sold for $128.
Wow.
This because at first it looked like a man bun. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, this is looking kind of modern here. You know what I mean? So I see a man bun, but then you realize, oh, this guy's head is flying on balloons. You know,
that is wild.
I'm surprised this didn't go for more. This is one of those books like just like with Foom 10. I remember back when it was really cheap, when it was like a $20 book, just nobody knew about it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And
like, that's a good score. I mean, somebody did well on that one.
Yeah, this is great. So, Spicy Detective, June 1937. I love this cover.
$100 for a spicy detective. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, this guy was selling some heat. And it just kind of, and it really didn't, and a lot of this didn't go for that much.
I just want one, you know?
Yep. I mean, the condition. Oh, so he's trying to get her to sign something. Okay. Yeah, this is a very solid copy. Look at that.
For $100, man. God damn it.
Yeah, this is very solid. Damn. Okay. Popular Detective, March 1938. So we have a bondage cover. We have a dirty blonde in a red dress. So this sold for $50. Jeez.
That's cheap.
Cheap.
Damn. Let me see. Let's take a look at that. And this looks even better than the other one. Look at that.
I mean, the Spices go for more because most of them are Ward who's done the covers on those, but
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. They got somebody throwing knives at her. Knives. There's knives all around her.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a cool cover for sure.
Yeah, it's badass.
He just busted right through. Great cover.
Sons
All
of Suicide.
Yeah, that's definitely a steal, man. $50.
All right. Crime Busters, April 1939. So this sold for $77 after 9 bids.
It's a beautiful cover.
Yeah, the colors on this. I love this. I love the colors. Let's see. All right. Ooh. You see the blood trickling down, pouring down. I love that. She's in danger. Oh, so what is this? A hoop? Murder in Wax. Okay. But yeah, great color, great cover. Great composition on this. This works. Just works. All right. Future Fiction. We have another woman in the glass tube with her naughty bits covered.
You mean this book right here?
Oh, you didn't pick that up, did you?
This is not. No, I got this for like $20 the other day.
Nice. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Yeah. Okay, so this one sold for $123 after 16 bids.
This one is better condition than the one that I just held up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Black Mask, September 1949. This is a little bit later, but I still think this is a really, really good cover.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so this sold for $47 after 4 bids. I like the satin, the little satiny effect going on.
Yeah,
like they capture that very well.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it.
All right. Adventure this is Mammoth Adventure, July 1946. So this looks like the first issue. So this sold for $99.
Some of these pulps, man.
This is
deals to be had.
Hell yeah. This is a hell of a cover here. Public Enemy. I like this cover a lot. Public Enemy, December 1935. The gangster with the Tommy gun. So this sold for $145 after 25 bids.
Hat came off his head.
Hell yeah. I don't know. I think you know what, the Argosy that I have, Satan with the Tommy gun. I think I like the Tommy gun more than anything.
Yeah, Tommy guns are so. I mean, they're of such a specific point in time. You know what I mean? Like they just you know what you're looking at when you see one of those things.
Hell yeah. And look at the colors on this. So you got the white, you got the yellow background, the purple coat. You
And
know what I mean?
it's a really cool title, Public Enemy. You know, like the trade. It's just a cool name for the book.
Mm-hmm.
You just need Flava Flav on that. So.
Yeah, man. Now, this is something I want to come across now. So this is going on the want list. And Spy Novels Magazine in February 1935. So this is the Canadian edition. So this sold for $84 after 6 bids. This chick is in danger.
Yeah, man, it seems cheap.
It does. This is a. Let me see.
And it says first issue. That's number 1. 1935. That is cheap.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Colorful. I like the people in the background here.
I like the knife. Look at the knife. The
Yep.
skull head knife.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless you get the plans by midnight, you. Okay. Yeah, this is beautiful. Beautiful stuff here. All right. Okay. Take a look at this. Roly Poly Comics, number 14 from 1946. So this is a decapitated head cover.
Is her head on the fucking fence?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 18 total on the census.
I love that census.
But the highest is a 9.6 though.
Yeah, it must have been some kind of a file copy, right? I mean, how the
Yeah.
hell did you get a 9.6 from?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. Okay, take a look at this. A raw copy sold for $3,000.
Damn.
That's I never noticed this book before.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But that price kind of falls in line with the age and then the decapitated head cover, you know.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup.
Look at that. The condition.
I mean, it ain't perfect, but
Yeah.
you never see the. I mean, what are you? 18 on the census? We said. I mean, that's nothing.
God blimey. It's a bleeding head. Wow.
Wild.
This is amazing. I love this. All right, next. Seven Seas
I saw
Comics,
this. Yeah, I saw this.
number 4. Okay, so this is a Matt Baker cover.
Is it ever?
It's a great
Hell yeah.
shark cover.
All right,
The shark on this cover?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right at the.
I don't
right on
believe
the
you guys. I'm just fucking with you.
51 total on the census, with the highest being a 9.2.
This has, first of all, 9.2 and this is insane.
Yes.
This has to be easily in the conversation for easily in top 10 Baker, maybe top 5 Baker covers ever. So
I agree. There's just something about this. All right. So this sold for $3,600.
Yeah, I was watching this thing.
CGC 1.0. This thing is a beat. It's a beater. So which one would you take? This in this condition or the Roly Poly?
Oh, the Baker.
Really?
This
in
is
this
such-
beater condition.
Yes, because it's such an iconic Baker, and his shit, the beat just continues to build. I'm taking this one. I'm
Okay.
taking this one, which is not to say there's anything wrong with the Roly Poly.
Yeah.
Like, it appeals to a lot of like my collecting preferences, but this for me it would be this one.
Okay. Totally understand. All right. Wonder World Comics number 7 from 1939.
Yeah, no, this is a ghost.
Lou Fine cover. This thing is colorful as shit.
Yeah, these Wonderworld books are tough.
Man, it's like it's literally every color in the crayon box. They just used it. Okay. 9.6 total on the census, with the highest being a 9.6. And a 3.0. Whoa, damn. This caught me off guard. Like I saw it's like when I do a slide, I kind of forget. So I was thinking like maybe in like the 3,000 range or some shit like that.
No, and these Wonderworlds, man, these things go for big bucks.
Wow, CGC 3.0 sold for 13,500. A 5.0.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome
amazing.
book, freaking awesome book.
Holy shit. Wow. Damn. Okay. So what would you rather have, this or like a 9.4 Hulk 181?
This.
Okay. John, which one would you take?
I'd go with this because you can see a Hulk 181 any day of the week. This you just won't.
Yep, 100%. Couldn't
My
agree
God.
more, John.
Wow. I'm floored. Like I put this slide together and I'm floored by the price. Okay.
These type of books, they have a different historical value to these type of collectors. You know what I mean? That's why they
Yeah.
go for that price. It's if when those guys either die off or age out of the game or just, you're gonna see, of course, these books probably change hands for a different level, but of money. But right now, I'd rather have this book any day of the week over a Hulk 181. I see a Hulk 181 every day of my life, on eBay, in my room. It's like, but this book, even though I've never owned anything Wonderworld comics or anything, but I can appreciate what it is,
Totally.
Yeah.
Hulk 1, like, whatever. I know it's one of the more important books in the hobby, but for me personally, it does like very little for me. Something like this is like, holy shit. Like, you got some history in your hands here.
Yep.
And it's pre-World War II.
Yep.
Okay. Cry for Dawn #5, second print from 91. We talked about this before the show even started. Ben was waxing poetic.
Well,
about
I
how great the
found
book was.
one digging in a little while ago, this show that I go to. I wish I have, given how small it is, like the amount of luck I have at the show doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I found one of these, and this is probably Linsner's best cover, or certainly his
Most interesting.
most interesting. But
Yeah.
you can't find these books in high grade. Like the paper on these, like they just don't exist. So I know what this book went for. I saw it early. I saw it, but
Okay. So the census on this is 160 total, which isn't a lot
no.
for a modern. World copper, late copper. Only 4.98s. And speaking of, so a 9.8 of this sold for $1,900.
Yeah.
You can't fix this book. If you find it with spine ticks, that's it. It is what it is.
No, they're white. I mean,
Yeah.
the creases in the corner, like there's
Right.
nothing you can do. Like all of that red turns to white any damage.
It's
Damn.
just it's the material of the cover, it's the red, it's everything. So whatever the grade is, it is what it is. There's nothing you can do. So to get this in a 9.8 is pretty wild. And the second print, that's really tough to find.
Oh man, Liger's killing me, man. Dude, you're fucking killing me. Yeah, this is a really, really tough book. And honestly, any of the Cry for Dawns, if you're digging, if they're cheap, they're all, any book in that run is worth grabbing.
That's for sure. I remember having this long time. I've had so many freaking books
I
in the
can't bring
past.
it's a tough one too.
Yeah. Now, if I come across this book ever again, much like with the Hughes Sally Forth, they'll probably stay in the collection. But yeah, great sale. This is a great sale for this. This was a high, right?
Pretty sure. I had people hitting me up saying like they wouldn't sell this book for $5,000.
Wow.
Hold on, let's
Wow.
just Cry for Dawn 5. Let's just take a quick look. That is the high. And these 9/8 never move, so it probably is. No, it's not. Holy fuck. The high, it's not too far off. It's basically the high was $2,000. There were 2 sales at $2,000, one in 2020 and one in 2024.
What were those prices?
2,000. So
2,000.
basically the same price.
Okay. All right.
It's consistent.
Yeah. All right. Back to the Future #1. So this is the Heroes and Fantasies store exclusive Tim Lim cover. Saturday Evening Post. I don't know. Whenever I see like these types of covers, the Saturday Evening Post covers, I always I stop.
Yeah, I grab them every time. Like if these from the dollar bins, I don't even know what they are. I just take them.
Yeah, there's just something about it.
Yeah,
but and it features pretty much all the little knickknacks from the Back to the Future franchise.
You get Einstein, the hoverboard, Doc Brown, DeLorean,
Ooh La La magazine.
Ooh La La, yeah. Ooh La La.
Ooh La, yeah. Every time I see it, I go, ooh la la.
It's funny. Bird City did a variant of that Ooh La La cover, and it didn't seem to be that big of a hit. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know why. It seems super clever. Like
hell yeah.
I've got it somewhere here. I don't know where it is, but I've got one of it. But like it just seemed like a super clever variant to do.
How long ago was this?
It was like I want to say it was like last. Oh, I've lost track of time. I'm gonna see if I can find it here. Give me 1 second. I want to say it was like last year. If it's in a box that I know it would be this one. Oh yeah, it's right here. Fucking A. It's the first book in the box.
Ah, damn it. Hold on. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I love that. Freak.
Yeah, man. I don't know why it wasn't a bigger hit. I don't know if it flew over people's heads. Like,
yeah, I think so.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's nice.
I think they were like super limited, like 50. They didn't do a ton of them where there was like 50 copies or something. 100 copies.
Ben, who was the artist on that cover you just showed?
Oh, I don't know who the artist was. Bird City. I mean, hit up Ant or Laura like they did.
That's really nice. So, yeah, I must have missed that because I'm on their little texting thing when they do new drops.
Yeah.
I either I didn't get notified or I missed it. I slept on it. I would have definitely grabbed that.
They dropped a couple of books at the same time.
Right.
And anyways, that one was in there. I'm like, I just cracked me up. So like, I got to grab this one. But I don't think it was as big a hit as some of the other stuff.
Right.
Okay, so it's Fame Michael J. Fox.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I have no idea. Yeah, you can't tell by looking at it. So.
Hell yeah. All right. But I love this. I really, really dig this cover. So 23 total on the census, with the highest being a 9.8 and 4 9/8s, 13 signature series 9/8s. I wonder who signed these.
The cast.
So you had got Christopher Lloyd, Michael J. Fox, Leah Thompson. Who's Biff? I forgot his name.
Oh, yeah. But he's at a boatload of signings. That guy.
Yeah.
He's all right.
But surprisingly, Michael J. Fox does a lot of signings as well. I mean, I don't know if he goes to actual cons. He may be doing private signings, but there's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff with his signature on it. Legit stuff, you know. I'm not talking about supposals. I'm talking about legit, you know, signings.
Tom something was in my head.
Yeah.
So what did this thing go for?
Okay, so this sold for $250 in a 9.8.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
There was a guy on Whatnot. I used to creep on his sales in the middle of the night. He always ran at times where everybody was sleeping, and he had this book and a bunch of other from the series Back to the Future. This sold for less than $20, and it was in high grade. It wasn't like a beat up guy. It was like really sharp, and I didn't
kind of
fuck
stuff
with it.
that flies under the radar for a lot of buyers. You know what I mean? Like you gotta, if you don't have a big audience on a show like that, like you can't sell a book like this. It's just.
I don't even think he knew what it was. I didn't know what it was. I learned about it after you guys started showing them on the show, and I just remember kicking myself every time I saw that thing. I must have ended for like 16 or 18 bucks. And I just remember wondering why the fuck is anybody bidding on it that high? Like I thought it'd be over around $8.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the one or two guys that were bidding on it knew it was something, and you know.
This was on Long Story Short, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I've seen you talk about this before.
All right. Shaolin Cowboy. Who'll Stop the Rain #2.
Love this book.
From 2017. So this is the Frank Cho variant. I don't know if this is a ratio or just a cover B.
I think it was just a cover B.
Cover
I don't
B.
think there was a ratio on this at all. I think it was just an open order cover B.
This cover is too much. But so we got a bunch of chicks in bikinis. How about
Nuns, right? It doesn't say like nun bun. I can't read it, but like on one of her.
Yeah. All right. 36 total on the census, 24 9/8s, 5 signature series 9/8s. And we had a 9.8 that sold for Blue Label that sold for just $200. But this thing doesn't come up that often. I know.
Never, man. Whenever I find this Shaolin Cowboy, this book is never there. Never. And I get excited every time I start to see him in a box. And this fucking book, I've got a couple, but this book is never there.
Okay, so if you do the research on it, like it pops up sporadically, and it's like a consistent like $30 raw book.
It feels undervalued at $30.
Still, oh god, yeah. To me, this should be at least double,
Yeah,
in a 9.8.
$75, $80 book. You're talking like a $400 9.8. Yeah. This book is awesome. Like I said, luckily I have one, but
just off a general principle. All right, and we're done.
All right, I got to get some sleep, man. I am toast. But that was fun as hell. We got to see John rip about 100 blind bags.
The suspense.
20-25 bags I ripped.
So we were checking this out in real time. The how awful Keen Spot did at sorting those books.
Yeah, for him to have pulled multiple dupes of foils out of $25, so the foils are like one in 420. Just do that. 1 in 420 times one. That shouldn't be possible, but it's crazy. That's insane.
All right, everybody. I guess I'll try to get some sleep too. I might finish watching football. Did you watch the New York versus
I watched the Patriots have an easy day of it for the most part.
Yeah. I was watching the Giants versus the Broncos. That was a great freaking game,
How did that game end?
bro. Okay, so they were up like 19. Giants were up 19-0, and like the Broncos scored, right, and then Jackson Dart like threw an interception, and then was it. That was it, and they lost.
Because I know, yeah, I was gonna say I saw 19 zip, and then
Yeah.
I would say in the 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, it was 23-20.
Mm-hmm.
And then I heard Denver scored and we're winning, and I just said I walked away from the TV and I was like, "Fuck that!
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch the last 2 minutes." So apparently the Giants lost that, right?
Yeah, they lost by like, dude, the kicker could not score an extra point to save his life. It was awful. It was
Unbelievable.
yeah, that's how they lost. But yeah, I guess as long as Jackson Dart is playing, that's going to be my team because the Browns suck. And the pop kill foil.
No, this is the medal.
Oh, that's a medal. Shit.
Yeah.
Damn, what's that thing go for?
I don't know. I didn't buy it so that I can monitor the sales. I heard good things about them, but I bought it because it's an app. It's probably for me the best exclusive.
So you got all of them. You got all of them.
Yeah, because they only sold the trade and the Virgin as a pair. So you got the pair for I want to say I think 80 or 60. And then they only sold these as a pair, which was the foil and the metal. And it was just crazy not to get these. This hands down was one of the best looking exclusives at the show.
I kicked
then-
myself. I kicked myself.
And then, yeah, and then the fact that they had a signing with her and it was only $10 to get these signed.
Mm,
I was like, get all four of them signed. Fuck it, you know.
right.
And the only thing I'm a little saddened by was a friend of mine was at the show. He had the basic trade and Virgin regular one, and he was trying to make it to one of the Artist Alley signings to get online. So he asked me, can I hand this off to them to get signed by Frizen? And I did, but now they can't find his set.
Oh.
Oh,
So I haven't heard back from the guy yet, but I don't know. I never think that you're gonna get good news when it comes to stuff like that. So
Right.
dude,
I
I
feel
passed
bad.
up on buying those sets, the Virgin and the trade dress for $80,
but
like a day before the show hit or 2 days before the show hit or something, and I just dragged my feet on it and stupid, but whatever.
Igor got you some great books though. I
No,
saw
I
you
mean,
talking about
Yeah,
them.
Igor,
So,
I mean, he hooked me up with some really good stuff for great prices.
Yeah.
He's a good man. But all right,
Yeah.
boys, I got to get some freaking sleep.
All right,
I'm
buddy.
going to sleep too. All right,
Yep.
everybody. Good
Good night.
night. And okay, so long story short, Thursday,
Long
and-
story short, on Thursday,
possibly on Tuesday, we got Tuesday Flip Side and Heroes Reborn. Catch you on anything?
Well, no, I mean, beyond Wednesdays on Saturday.
Yeah.
I have a comic show in the Bronx, the Bronx Comic Show
Okay.
on November 1st. So anybody who's local in New York, come check me out. I will have I'm having 2 booths, so I'm gonna have a huge setup there.
All right.
So that's it.
Okay. All right, everybody. Good night, and we will check you back at on another Hot Book Alert Live. All right, everybody. And we